welcome Scorpio Sagittarius to your August mid-month reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay guys, let's see what's going on with you in mid-month over here. Getting straight into your energy of what you're thinking and feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Scorpio Sagittarius, one more. Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Four of Pentacles in reverse, it almost feels like you're placing too much importance on some kind of something, right? It could be a resource, a person, yeah, giving someone too much power, giving somebody too much thought. Instead of letting it go, you're just kind of holding on tight to it over here instead of letting it go. Maybe it's already a loss, but you're giving it a lot of power. Yeah, really standing your ground for the importance of this situation. So whatever situation that you are holding on close to, it could be that you know it's at a loss, but you just don't want to let go of it. It just seems like it's something very important that you really want to stand your ground for the situation. And then in the present, you have the emotional withdrawal. In the recent past, you have the hope. And in the near future, excuse me, you have the emotional loss. Now there's the loss there. So it almost feels like whatever loss that you might have going on right now, it's like you're holding tight to it, might not want to let it go. But yet in the near future, it feels like you're definitely going to finally let it go. You're finally going to walk away and just let it do its thing instead of holding tight to it and not letting it do its job over here, pretty much. Just giving it too much importance. There was hope in the recent past, and the hope, and there were promises, and it feels like you're still holding tight and you're still standing your ground for these hopes and promises. It feels like maybe somebody had given you a lot of hopes and promises, maybe about a relationship, a job, or something of this nature. And you're really holding tight to this promise that they had promised you. Yeah, they had given you good news. There was blessings. You thought about it. It just felt like, yes, look at this. They're giving you all this good news, and they're like, hey, and they made you think really deeply about this. Maybe they even shared their secret love with you, something of this nature, something you felt like it was a very deep connection. And you felt there was a lot going on there. And yeah, they were giving you a lot of different ideas about the things that you could do and the promises and all these great things. And it just feels like whatever the situation was had a lot of promise. And you knew this. You knew that it did have a lot of promises, because it could have been a Libra or a Pisces telling you these things. Yeah, they even might have proposed to you, you know, and took you out places. Maybe you had a job advancement. Maybe they were supposed to give you a job advancement. Maybe the boss said they were going to give you a raise. And you really stood your ground, and it was almost like you're asking, you know, where is it? Where's my proposal? Where's my, you know, if we're getting married, where's my ring? You know, things of this nature. But then it just feels like you're really still holding on to this, what happened over here, because all of a sudden now you have emotional withdrawal. Clarify on what happened to the situation. Lots of anxiety going on. All of a sudden it just feels like they left you in this bubble. They left you with all these broken promises and just kept making you think about all this stuff, but it doesn't feel like anything. No, it was like they told you that there was stability and that they were going to do this and that, and they were being the emperor and taking all this control, but then they left you. With the Page of Wands over here, they're showing that there was no loyalty to the situation. It was just broken promises with the Page of Wands upside down. Disloyalty, dysfunction, broken promises, things that kept you in your mind, kept you wanting more, feeding more, but nothing happened. could be the boss over here. It just felt like he was just giving you a bunch of things that you waited for that nothing ever happened. With the emotional withdrawal, it's almost like, well, you put me into this bubble. You made me believe in all these promises, and I'm still standing my ground, and I'm not letting go. I'm not going to let go. I'm still holding tight to these promises that you told me that you were going to give me. But there is emotional withdrawal because you feel rejected, neglected. They didn't come through with these promises, but yet, yeah, in fact, there's not even much writing anymore. It just feels like it never moved up the ladder. I never got my promises. Maybe they even stopped talking about it. It was just completely, just the whole situation is gone. It's like it never even, maybe even came up again. Yeah, it just stopped. It just stopped. It was like it never happened. But you're still waiting. It's like you're still standing your ground to this day, waiting. Could even be a Taurus. Could be waiting for this Taurus to come through, waiting for them to message you, waiting for, something to happen. Waiting for them to come back, to take on the responsibilities that they said that they were going to give you to begin with, right? But it just feels like the importance is overshadowing everything else in your life at this point with the Four of Pentacles, because you're really holding tight to this prosperity that they told you they were going to give you one way or another. And, if you could get a hold of them, or you're trying to talk to them, yeah, it's like you're trying to pin them against a wall. You're trying to get them to understand that you feel like you're kind of pinned against a wall, but yet you would also like to try to pin them against a wall to try to let them understand, hey, you told me that you were going to give me this. You told me that you were going to give me that. And instead, all you did was, give me, internal conflict. Yeah. And it just feels like with the Ten of Swords, you would like them to surrender. See, because I see the Empress over here as being the Emperor over here. So it is a big person. It is a person who has a great power, who has a great wealth, somebody who has a lot of stability. But you would like for them to surrender, to give you the opportunity and the promise that they said that they were going to do. So you're still waiting, not letting that go. And there it is again. I'm going to say some of you are dealing with some kind of a Libra, Aries, Taurus. Yeah, it's really what I see. But the King of Coins is showing that they don't have any determination. They don't have any determination to give this to you. It was like something that happened in the past that they thought they were going to do something, and now it's showing they don't have the determination to give this promise to you, this promotion. They don't have this. Maybe they never really had the real power to give you the promotion to begin with. However it is, they're underdetermined now to give you what you believe is rightfully yours, what they said they were going to give you. It's almost like they're passionately going into a different direction. They might even be passionately looking at someone else. Maybe they're even passionately looking at someone else to give that promotion to, however it is. But definitely with the Knight of Wands here, it's almost like I'm not looking at you right now. I'm looking the other way. They're kind of driven in a different direction is really what it is. And with the Knight of Wands, is really looking this way, and it's kind of like looking away from you, trying to say, no, I'm looking in a different direction. So, whatever hopes and promises there was, it's almost like they're saying, you need to let that go, because I'm not going to, please let it go. With the Four of Coins upside down, let it go, because, they're saying you're holding too tight to this, and you need to let this go, because I'm not going I'm not going to give it to you. It was something from the past that is now done. So this is going to leave you with an emotional loss because it was something you were so fundamentally holding on to and really desiring and really wanting, which now you do realize that with the Five of Cups, excuse me, it is something you have to let go, that it's all done and over with, and you're figuring this out in the near future. You know, they're not going to give this to you. So you know, the cycles have changed, but it does show that once you do let this go, that you do have a new cycle. You do have a new good fortune just around the corner waiting for you as soon as you let this go. Yes, absolutely. Because there's going to be something more inspiring coming towards you that's going to open up for you. So allowing this to fall is actually going to allow good fortune into your life. Where there was just, this was some immature thing that they had said in which, you know, seriously, Scorpio said, I don't think they should have ever said that to begin with. That's the feeling that I'm really hearing. It's the feeling I'm getting. That's really, the thing I'm hearing in my head is, they shouldn't have said that. And the feeling I'm having is that was immature. They should never, ever, ever had made of this promise to you, because it wasn't a promise that they would never have kept. It could have been Aries. And it was something they were never going to keep to begin with. It was almost like they were getting your hopes high. Maybe you guys were having a good night, or, you know, a really good week at work, and it was something great that you did, and they've been telling you all week, you know, you've been selling a lot of cars, you're going to get a promotion, or you've been doing this, and I'm going to give you a promotion. But in seriousness, maybe they either never had the intention to do so, or they never had the real abilities to be able to do that. Look, you see what I'm saying? They're not the boss. They're not the general manager. Maybe they're just, you know, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're not big enough to do this. Maybe they're just some manager, but not the big manager. So, you know, or maybe they can't even do that. Maybe only the owner is allowed to give out those type of promotions. So maybe I just feel like for some of you, they were out of key, they were out of sorts, and they were out of their own position to be able to do such a thing. Like, I don't think that they were even allowed to do that. So they gave you the hopes and high hopes for something that they were never going to do. And if they were able to give you this, that was just like a shot in the dark. They were just like, what, being super friendly that night, and you're saying, no, they really were the owner, but you know what, they never came back to do that. Okay, fine. So what, he was just being the arrogant emperor who was, you know, just super happy that night. Well, are you drunk? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Drunk on happiness or something, that you're doing such a great job and then forgot, and then, oh no, forget it. I'm not going to do that. But I do feel like there could be a little bit of this arrogance coming up as the emperor like that, especially with the page of wands upside down on top of each other. There could be a little arrogance going on with this person. They might get a little over happy on that kind of arrogant skill. Well, yeah, I'm going to, you know, or, oh yeah, I'm going to marry you, you know, and then they're just like all talk, no action. Take out how it resonates, but it's something to this, you know, maybe it's all of the above. Yeah, so it's going to give you no happiness. They couldn't have really given you any happiness anyways. It's almost like I'm just going to say all talk, no action. Maybe they're like that a lot. But whatever it is, once you let this go, you are going to have the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to see your fortune change. Yeah, and you're going to see a lot of different kinds of action and magic being taken place within your life. A lot of other things are going to start coming in that are a lot, you know, a lot healthier and a lot more balanced, and a lot more better for you. And for some of you, look at that. Some of it even could be new love. Once you let go of this love, this person who can't do anything for you, it can bring in new love. Wow. Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. New love relationship. Something that's more faithful, something that's more of a blessing, something that's more traditional, and just a better relationship all the way around. Something that's true, something you can believe in, somebody you can believe in, somebody you can believe in, somebody who's not going to just tell you all this stuff and then leave you hanging. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's new love. And then for others of you, it's like a new job, being recognized on a job. You might even find a new job. Look at that, a new boss, King of Swords. And it might even be 2 in 1. Who knows, right? However it is, it could even be this King of Swords who's coming in. It could be a Aquarius who's looking at you and really seeing you work hard. And it might even be somebody you already know, and someone that you can have a better time with. It seems like you guys could juggle around a lot of good ideas, and you're a lot more alike. And how come you're a lot more alike? Because it looks like with this over here, you're reflecting and looking at things together from the same perspective as the with the King of Swords over here. So really having the same kind of views going on, looking at things at the same light. So finding somebody who's a lot like yourself, who likes a lot of the same things that you like as well. Okay. And I just see a lot of just different kind of happiness coming in no matter what with the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician. So, okay, really opening new doors and new things for you. And like I said, things that are real, not just this talk. Okay, let's see what the angels have to say. Take action. There will be recovery. Ooh, with a peaceful resolution. Love that. Okay, friends. And that was it for you. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.